Hello, what's up guys? I'm Kyle from KGR, and a little while ago I reported on an Aang and SpongeBob Nendoroid coming out. SpongeBob, we still have no idea when that's coming out, but Aang is finally up for pre-order. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the release date, the price, where you can pre-order, and go over the pictures that we've seen as well. But before we get into that, let me go over a question of the day. Did you watch Avatar when it first came out? When it first came out, I watched a little bit of it when I was on TV, but I never tried to actually keep up with the story or anything because it's all told in I don't want to say numerical order. It's all told in one chronological story. So I couldn't get the full gist of it. So when it came out on Netflix in 2020, yeah, I watched it. It was fantastic. I love this show. But let's take a look at this figure. Now this figure is available on a multitude of websites. I'll link some in the description on where I personally pick out from. So let's take a look at Aang himself. He looks really great. So we get a giant amount of accessories here. I'm not even including the different hands, shoulders, and arm options because those are all separate things. But in this first picture, we get to see his neutral face, and we also get to see his staff. Then the next one, we get to see Momo, and we also get to see an extra face right here, which is his more of an expressive and happy face. But we also get to see the replacement shoulders that we get as well. So we got one that's going to be pointing straight down, and we're going to get another one that's going to be pointing outwards. We're going to be getting a set of each. And then Momo is just going to sit there and just look cute. I love the way it looks. And then the next face we get is going to be him in his avatar state. With this, you're going to also be able to see how we got the full set of just going straight forward. Then we get the bent elbows as well. But the thing that kind of bothers me a little bit is here the arrows on his hands, they don't glow like how his normal head does. So I would assume the way that it's fading, the back of his head is just going to be a normal blue. And then we also get some bent legs as well. So that's going to be a little iffy when it comes to the whole arrow thing. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Then we get some more bent leg options, and then we get to see that the little airbending abilities he got. And then he also comes with a separate leg and hip thing, so he can have his legs all crossed, so he can do this effect. And then the last thing that we see is one of those little acrylic little stand-ins for Appa. So we don't get a full Appa. This is just going to be a display thing. A little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. So depending on where you got this thing, if you get this from Hoppylink Japan, you'll be getting this for $52. And then it's also coming out in November. But depending on where you go, it's probably going to be a little bit cheaper. Some are going to come out later. If we go to AmiAmi, for example, which in all honesty is probably the better place to go to for this, because you'll be paying, what's the US price? There we go, about $43 right here. But of course you gotta pay shipping on both of these websites, and the shipping is going to be a little expensive. And they also have the same release date. However, Big Bad Toy Store has a really weird release date. So according to them, first up, they want it for $61.99, which after shipping costs, it's about the same price or so. But the thing that kind of ifs me off is the fact that it's coming out in April of next year. That might just be a placeholder date, because typically the turnover rate when it comes to Big Bad Toy Store getting these Japanese figures is that you pretty much wait a month, no more than 2 months after that. But this is a stretch. I would say keep an eye out on this website. Maybe they might change the release date, but I don't know, a year out, I don't know how to feel about that one. And then you could also go to Good Smile itself, and this is the US site, so if you're in America, you don't have to worry about shipping Japanese import fees or anything like that. So it'll just be $60, and of course you gotta pay a little bit of shipping for that as well. But you'll be waiting until January. It's weird how it's coming out in January, not December, but it's okay. It's fine. Like I said, links will be in the description on where you can pre-order this thing if you want to pre-order it yourself. I am debating on doing a review for this thing. It looks cool, but it's coming out at a weird time because a bunch of games are going to be coming out, and plus the holiday season's coming. I'm not sure if I could really afford this thing right now. It's cool, but I don't die hard and need it. But depending on how much support this video gets, whether it be with likes or comments, but mainly views, if this thing's popular enough, I might pick it up and do a review on it. Now, this is not the first Avatar-related Nendoroid we've gotten before. We've also gotten one for Legend of Korra, and the Korra Nendoroid is super expensive now because it's been sold out for a while, and the popular demand is getting back up. So I'm not gonna get that one unless they get a restock for it. But even then, I tried Legend of Korra for a little bit. I did not like it all that much. But I hear if you stick it out, it actually is a good show. But I didn't give it a chance. So let me know in the comments, do you plan on picking this up? Because it looks cool, so I'm debating on it. I have mine pre-ordered just in case, so if I change my mind, like I already got it for a little bit cheaper, and my pre-order is already set, so I'm ready to go. But I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on if you're going to pick this thing up as well. But that's it for the video, so if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. In the description, there's going to be my social media, and also where you can pre-order this guy. But keep in mind, the places I put down are not the only places you can pre-order. You can pre-order in other places as well. And if you subscribe and you follow my community tab, if there is an Amazon listing, I'll provide that as well. But that's probably going to come at a later date. But anyway, thank you for watching. I love you guys to death. And I'll see you on the next one. So peace.